Hi, hello, my name is BenjiFridgy, or Benji for short. I'm a Splatoon SFM artist and animator, formerly known as BenjiW. I worked on a few animations like Talking Amiibos, Lovely War and Still Alive, which you may have heard of before. It's been a while since I last uploaded something, if you don't count the videos that I uploaded, say around 2023 and 2024. To tell you the truth, life's been very hard at my side in the past years, and I think it's about time that I make a status update video to explain everything, so let's get right into it. So, first things first, where did it all start? Back when I was in middle school, I opened my first YouTube channel in February of 2015. It took me a little bit of time before being able to understand how video editing, video recording even worked, and I uploaded my first video on my channel on the 2nd of March 2016. Back then it was gaming content that I used to make on Minecraft mostly. There were also other games, but it was mostly Minecraft. When it comes to Splatoon, I started playing that game in April of 2016 on the Wii U, and to be honest with you, I was a lot into Splatoon SFM content. For instance, I really admired the works of animators such as Blue Raven, Pool157, and also other channels I forgot or can't name. But the problem is that I had a very weak machine, a very weak PC that did not enable me to make any form of Splatoon SFM content. So I had to wait until the end of 2016, which by the way was my last year of middle school, and I got a new PC in Christmas of 2016, which is when I opened BenjiFridgy, the channel as you know it today, which back then was called BenjiW of course, and that was on precisely the 27th of December 2016. So I started experimenting with SFM, and my very first animation and render were uploaded on the 31st of December 2016. It was just a test compilation back then. And then the channel just kept growing throughout 2017. There was Hey, I'm BenjiW, if you remember that. That's really old. Then there was Octoling Hug, Broken Heart, Windows Woomy, and so on. Then Still Alive came out in July of 2017, over 1 year after I uploaded my very first YouTube video on my gaming channel back then. Still Alive was a massive success. It got about over 500,000 views as of writing this. I genuinely was not expecting that much attention back when I was making it. For me, it was an unexpected but also huge achievement, and this era of the channel is what I like to call the channel's golden age. Then we're moving on to high school. High school started in September 2017 for me. I uploaded Talking Amiibos, if you remember that. Then there was Lovely War on the 1st of January 2018. And eventually, nothing. I just had an inspiration block. I suppose it was quite hard for me back then because I did not have any inspiration for the channel at all, and not any motivation either, because life was already being pretty tough with me. High school was taking a lot of time, and you just need to imagine that I was at school from 8 AM to 6 PM almost every single day until the end of high school, or you could say until the beginning of COVID-19. And you also need to add the 6 self-inflicted weekly hours at music school, because yes, I was going to music school as well, so that makes a lot. So I really did not have any time to spend for the channel. I just had to focus on school, which was really lame. The channel back then, BenjiW, was already suffering, mostly starting from 2019. In 2018, yeah, there was, I still did upload a few things here and there, like time-lapses, a few status updates, but from 2019 I really did not have any time to upload anything. An example of this was the channel trailer, which is an animation that I uploaded during summer of 2019, and it took over a year and a half to make because I started working on it in 2018, early 2018. And by the way, here's an important fact that you need to know. The channel's name switched from BenjiW to BenjiFridgy during summer of 2019. And then in 2020, lockdown hit from March. I made a lot of renders back then, a lot of posters, And I also made my last animation before I entered college, which was Scout's Neck Problem. It was not Splatoon based, mostly Team Fortress 2 based, but yeah, that was my last sign of life, you could say, before college began. Then college hit in September of 2020. COVID was still there, and it was a complete halt for the channel because I said I would be gone forever, if you remember that. And I had to come up with a new online identity because I wanted to focus on myself and my first year at med school. And as I said, yes, out of all the schools I could have chosen, I picked medicine. You need to picture this. Med school in France is over 10 years total of studying. And as I'm recording this, I just began my 6th year, so 4 to go, alright, at least. And let's just start with the beginning. The first year is a literal f***ing battle royale with 1,000 students battling for 140 seats, precisely, in med school. Let me tell you, it was hard, it was really hard. Like, my first year at med school was, I think, the hardest year I've ever been through. Although 6th year is also very hard, but in a different way. Nonetheless, on my first year I managed to pass, otherwise I wouldn't be here to relate that. And as soon as the second year hit, I just came to realize I've got some free time suddenly. Like, I don't have to be battling to find a seat for med school anymore. So I opened a Twitch channel. Maybe some of you have heard of it if you're curious. I did subtly send some teasers on Twitter and other social media. And when it came to BenjiFridgy, I felt a little bit nostalgic over my sleeping YouTube channel. And I was wondering, could I make something for it? And that's where something pretty big hit. The Still Alive 2 trailer. May of 2022. The idea of making a big comeback animation just emerged. Let me just skip over the details. The idea was kept secret on the channel until April of 2023, when the Still Alive 2 trailer was uploaded. The trailer itself took almost a year, an entire year to make. I did, as I said, spend quite a lot of time on it, and the whole project was just to make a trailer for a movie that wouldn't exist. What's special about this project is the fact that it was the longest and the biggest animation project that I worked on, and I did really spend a lot of time on it. And let me just be honest with you, I was really proud of the result. I kept making posters and teaser videos for the fake movie, while it was being kept secret, so that was throughout 2022, alright, and the beginning of 2023 as well. These would be sent regularly until the 1st of April 2024, when the fake movie would come out, so that I would keep everyone hyped for the release of the movie. It was kind of evil when you think of it, it was absolutely evil. Which is why I've got two main things to say about this, and let me start with the bad side of things. I would say that it was a terrible April Fool's joke. It was terrible, and it really didn't help with reviving the channel. It was so obvious from the beginning that it would be fake, and I think maybe it kind of killed the channel a little bit. Now, the good side of things is that this trailer proved how much I am capable of when it comes to 3D animation. If you haven't watched the trailer already, I think you should take just a little look for yourself. It's just 4 minutes long, you don't have to watch all of it, but I do believe it's worth a shot. So the problem here is that once the Still Alive 2 trailer was sent, I was entering my 4th year in med school, and college started to hit hard again. Have to be honest with you. I was preparing for our massive national contest exam that takes place in October of 2025. So, as I'm recording this, I haven't taken it yet, but once this video will be uploaded, I will probably have already taken it. And the last animation to date on the channel was from July of 2024. It was completely unrelated to Still Alive 2. I was just a little bit bored during summer of 2024 and decided to make something new. So, real question now, where are we now? The channel is now 9 years old. Time flew, and I do regret not having more time to work for the channel, but I was not able to either way. I really had to focus on college, and you do know that med school is really not a piece of cake. Unfortunately, the channel has been losing subscribers, which I guess kind of makes sense. I haven't been very active lately, and yeah, we've lost about 700, maybe more, subscribers ever since I left high school around 2020. But now that I'm more or less back what should I do? You know, I'm saying more or less because I'm still not entirely available and I maybe won't ever be entirely available again. I'm still in med school, I've still got a lot of things to focus on. So thinking about projects for the channel means anticipating, looking forward to the future. You need to picture yourself in 10 years. For instance, when it comes to me, in 10 years I do imagine myself becoming a doctor, thinking of where to live, staying with my girlfriend, and heck, maybe even buying a house and having children. Okay, maybe that was a little bit too far, but it's relevant, you know, it is relevant. You have to think about these things. Do I see myself using SFM in 10 years? Honestly, no, I don't. I really don't. Why am I saying that? Because SFM is a real piece of shit software. It's completely outdated, it's becoming unstable, maybe unusable at some point, and it's also very time consuming to make stuff on SFM. However, I do see myself actually using SFM in the short to maybe average term. And now if I do want to keep using Source Filmmaker, I need to think of ways that I can optimize my animations and not spend so much time like I did with the Still Alive 2 trailer. Some people could say that I should try Blender. I've tried at least 3 times, but I always gave up. I just didn't really feel the spark, you know. Gaming content, you know, it may be worth a shot, maybe I could think about it. Live streaming more, maybe. I do sometimes go live on the channel. I do have some experience with live streaming, of course, with my Twitch channel, which is now in standby mode, so that's a project, yes. Either way, I run a survey in September, both through YouTube polls and Google Forms, just to know what you guys would be interested in seeing on the channel. Most of you were in favor of short rather than long-form SFM animations. I could work on channel critique videos. I could also go live and review some of your art, doing art critiques. I think that's an option as well. It doesn't require a lot of time, doesn't require mostly a lot of preparation, and it would keep, you know, myself pretty active on the channel. And maybe I could upload some other kinds of content, like medical stuff, I don't know, history content, music, video essays. You know, those are all the ideas that I got, either from you or just from myself. And I need to focus on these and think of what I should make. If you guys have any preferences in particular or any other ideas, you can actually tell me in the comments down below or on my socials, like on Discord or Instagram. However, as I just said, I am still in med school right now as I'm making this video, and I've still got some crucial exams to take at the end of the year. Therefore, I will try to make content this year, but I can't guarantee that I will be fully active at the moment. And in addition to that, I don't know where I'll be living in a few years, because I've got to move to a different city for the last 4 med years, and I don't know if I will also have time to work for the channel because I will be a hospital resident. To be honest with you, studying for massive med exams exhausted me, and it made it hard for me to picture myself in a few years. Med school truly is hell. So, as a conclusion, let's wrap it up. I really enjoy using SFM when making animations, that's for sure, but the problem is that SFM is really time consuming, it's old software and its future is very uncertain. We are also talking about a pretty old YouTube channel with some massive gaps. Let me just remind you that BenjiFridgy is 9 years old, and since college I haven't uploaded much. I'm still studying at the moment, but I will do my best to update the channel. It has potential, I think. Here's a few major decisions that I have taken first. These are not definite, you know, you can still give me your opinion on them. Name of the channel will not change because most of you were in favor of keeping the current BenjiFridgy name instead of BenjiW. I will maybe try to post short SFM animations, but I can't guarantee that in the long term, of course. And I've also got to come up with lighter animation techniques, because Still Alive 2, for instance, was the best I could make, but it also really took a while. Next, I may also make some channel critique videos. I was thinking about that video format as well. I will try to go live more often, making, for instance, art critique live streams, or, you know, just chill live streams with you guys where I could just stream myself making a poster or an animation. And I will focus on YouTube first, and if the channel properly takes off again, I may consider moving to Twitch as well. And eventually, I was also thinking of maybe making gaming content, and I will keep you guys updated, alright? I've got to say, I need to apologize for the long absence, but as an adult with a job, I hope to become a doctor soon. I won't ever have as much free time as I used to, so the channel's golden age, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, is really over, right? I can try to maybe revive the channel a little bit, but it won't fully work. but I will do my best, because I really enjoy making content for BenjiFridgy. So, I guess the key message here is that I will just go with the flow, alright? I am unable to precisely predict how much free time I will have. I am still studying, I am not a doctor yet, and I don't know where I will be in a few years, but I will be a hospital resident starting from next year, at least I hope. So, if I get to revive my channel, it probably won't last long. Or maybe it will, I don't even know, but I think, at least, it's worth a try. No matter what happens, the channel will never cease to exist. Thanks for watching, and stay inspired. Take care. PS. If you're interested, make sure to follow me on my socials. I will also be sending some of my renders and some sneak peeks for my future YouTube projects. I also have a Discord server, link will be in the description down below. Maybe you just want to have a chat, or maybe you would like to meet some new people, or just, you know, keep yourself updated with the channel's future. So yeah, make sure to join if you're interested, and I see you around.